Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you. My name is John Peconom. I am a member of the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission's environmental staff, and I am the project manager responsible for the Southeast Market Pipelines Project, or SMP Project, environmental review. With me tonight are Ms. Shields, Jeff McIntoon, Graham Book, and Bill Braun. On behalf of the 5 members of the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, I would like to thank you for participating in tonight's public comment meeting on the draft environmental impact statement for the SMP project. I appreciate everyone's patience. Oh, here we go? All right, there we go. The purpose of tonight's meeting is for the Commission's staff to receive comments from the public on the draft environmental impact statement prepared for the SMP project. The SMP project is actually 3 separate but connected natural gas transmission pipeline projects that would involve facilities in Alabama, Georgia, and Florida. The Transcontinental Gas Pipeline Company, Sabal Trail Transmission, and the Florida Southeast Connection propose to construct and operate about 650 miles of natural gas pipeline, associated facilities, and 6 new compressor stations to transport up to 1.1 billion cubic feet of natural gas per day from Alabama to Florida. In Florida, Sabal Trail and Florida Southeast Connection propose to construct and operate approximately 358 miles of pipeline across Hamilton, Suwannee, Gilchrist, Alachua, Levy, Marion, Sumter, Lake, Osceola, Citrus, Orange, Polk, Okeechobee, St. Lucie, and Martin counties. Additionally, Sabal Trail proposes to construct natural gas compressor stations in Suwannee, Marion, and Osceola counties. Additional information about the SMP project and its components can be found on the FERC's website at www.ferc.gov. The FERC's e-library is the Commission's administrative record and contains copies of the three applications and all supplemental information provided. The Commission's e-library also contains copies of our correspondence with other federal and state agencies, comments and letters submitted by affected landowners and concerned citizens, and our request to the applicants for additional environmental information. The National Environmental Policy Act requires the Commission to conduct an environmental review of all interstate natural gas transmission pipeline projects. The SMP draft EIS, which was prepared in cooperation with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and issued on September 4, 2015, and sent to over 6,000 individuals and parties, was prepared in response to the applications filed by the 3 companies in the fall of 2014. Commission staff worked for over 10 months to prepare this draft EIS. These 10 months are in addition to the years spent working in the pre-filing process with federal, state, and local agencies and other concerned entities and individuals. In total, almost 2 years have been spent on this environmental review. An environmental impact statement is an informational document. It is not a decisional document. A decision about this project has not been made. The EIS's purpose is to inform the Commission about the potential impacts on the human and natural environments that could result from construction and operation of the SMP project. An environmental impact statement describes the environment as it exists today, the potential impacts on the environment, assesses and compares alternatives, and includes staff recommendations to avoid, minimize, and mitigate potential impacts. Specifically, the draft EIS includes an executive summary, an introduction which describes the purpose of the project, the scope of the environmental review, descriptions of the proposed actions, including proposed facilities, land requirements, and construction procedures, an environmental analysis that covers a number of resources, including geology, surface waters, groundwater, wetlands, vegetation, wildlife, red endangered species, fisheries and product resources, land use and visual resources, socioeconomics, including impacts on property values, cultural resources, air quality, noise, compressor station emissions, pipeline integrity, safety standards, cumulative impacts. It also includes an alternatives analysis, and again, our conclusions and recommendations. The 2,000-page draft environmental impact statement summarizes our comprehensive environmental review of the project and includes our conclusions and recommendations concerning the potential impacts on the environment resulting from construction and operation of the proposed project. As I said before, the Commission issued the S&P Draft EIS on September 4th, 2015. This began a 45-day comment period, which closes on October 26th. In addition to the comments we will receive later this evening, I expect the Commission will receive numerous written and electronic comments. Comments received, whether they be verbal, written, or electronic, are treated the same. There is no preference given to one type of comment over the other. All comments received will be addressed in the final environmental impact statement. Comments may result in additional analysis and revisions to the EIS. As a reminder, comments can be provided verbally tonight, in written form, and submitted via U.S. mail to the Secretary of the Commission, or electronically via the FERC website, www.ferc.gov. For your convenience, we have also prepared comment forms in the back. We ran out, but we have more now, which you may fill out and leave with us tonight, or take home and mail later. After receiving comments on the draft environmental impact statement, we will prepare a final environmental impact statement. Ultimately, the FERC commissioners will determine whether or not to approve the S&P project. This decision will be made after a careful review of the applications, the final environmental impact statement, and will consider all public comments submitted on the project. As stated in the meeting notice issued along with the draft EIS, and in order to make this meeting as efficient as possible, we will be enforcing a 3-minute time limit this evening. Your 3 minutes will start when you begin speaking. To help us stay on track, we'll be using this timer here. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, the green light will change to yellow. At 2 minutes and 45 seconds, the yellow light will turn to red, and at 3 minutes, an alarm will sound. I recognize and appreciate the choice each of you have made to be here tonight, and I respect the fact that you are spending time away from your lives and your families and things you'd rather be doing. Therefore, if you're still speaking when the 3 minutes are up, I will allow you to finish your comments and conclude. I want everyone to have a chance to comment this evening. If there is time after we've gone through the list of speakers, I will call for additional speakers and grant another 3 minutes to people that have spoken previously. Your comments are being recorded and will be entered into the Commission's administrative record. If you would like a written copy of tonight's meeting, you can speak to our reporter after the meeting, or you can download a copy once it's been placed in the Commission's administrative record. Before we hear from our first speaker, I will ask that everyone please silence their cell phones. When you come up to speak, please remember to spell your first and last names for the record. We have approximately 25 speakers this evening. I ask everyone to be patient and respectful, and with that, we will call our first speaker.